This is Ready Set Reiki, a podcast about Reiki, the universal energy life force. From the curious beginner to the respected Reiki Grandmaster, we are accepting of all systems, all lineages, and all levels. Reiki is a journey, not a destination, and on this Ready Set Reiki journey, we refer to ourselves as guides rather than hosts, as we too are traveling, supporting, and learning on this Reiki journey as well. And as that said, I am your first guide, Tracy Searight.
And I'm your second guide, Millie Pampina.
And it is such an honor today. We have a very special guest. Siddhartha Bhardwaj is a renowned, highly respected Reiki Grandmaster and a teacher of holistic self-healing and self-empowerment practices based out of New Delhi, also known New Delhi, the heart of India. A part of being a Reiki Grandmaster, Holy Fire Reiki Master, he is also a successful NLP life coach, an advanced Lama Fair practitioner, Corona Reiki shaman, meditation coach, sound therapist, and a hypnotist, card reader, teacher, crystal healer, mantra healer, feng shui expert, and many more. It keeps going on and on. He also does works with heartwarming center approach, provides a nourishing content for you for your next step towards self-love and inner peace. So I can go on and on and on, but I am going to let Millie give the questions to him so that you can hear it from his very own voice. So Millie.
Thank you so much, Tracy, and thank you for joining us this evening. Well, I guess good morning to you, and for joining us in your native India. So I told you earlier I would probably have more than enough challenge with your name, so I'm going to go with the beautiful nickname of Sid.
Actually, my name is Siddhartha Bhardwaj.
Thank you so
Siddhartha
much.
Bhardwaj. You can call me Sid. That is perfect.
Thank you, Sid. I feel so much closer to you now. But again, Tracy did a beautiful job with the introduction. But, from looking at your biography and from looking at the website, that's about this much. It's like dipping a toe in the ocean. So maybe you can tell us more about yourself and your organization.
Okay. I belong from India. I come from a country where the religiousness is practiced for so many years. And along with the religiousness, we have a strength known as spirituality. I am Siddhartha Bhardwaj, and I come from a medical background. My father and mother were in services of country like Army and NCC. My father was serving in Army and my mother was in NCC, and they both are teachers. So I come from a background where serving is the priority. So I myself has been trained in a medical career. Along with that, I'm teaching from last 30 years. I have a teaching experience for 30 years. And now I'm trying something in occult. Tracy has been so kind to read all that credentials, but it's very difficult to associate when you remember those credentials. Have I done that? Have I achieved that? Or I'm still practicing. It is very difficult to announce your credentials like that. And I actually feel hollow when someone pronounce me like that or assigns my task like that. You have to talk about yourself. It's very difficult for me. It's challenging for me to talk about myself. But as you have said, I have done Holy Fire. I have done the Usui Reiki. I have done Grandmastership in the Usui Reiki. I'm an astrologer, palmist, astrologist, Lama Fira healer, tarot reader, and things like that. It's very difficult. It's very difficult for me to answer what I am. Because when you ask me this question, I don't think that I have the answer yet. I'm yet preparing for the answer. If you ask me, who are you? I don't know. yet. So that is the perfect answer I can give for a question. Yeah, I still don't know what I am. I'm still trying to learn this answer. Who the hell I am, what I am doing on this planet, and what is my purpose. In one word, if you ask for my existence and my purpose, it's healing. That is the only thing that I have. I don't know about my credentials. I'm sorry for your listeners. It might be some a very challenging word. Who they have invited in the show. This person is saying the only healing part he knows. But actually, if I look into myself, the only word that pops out is healing.
Beautiful.
Empathy and healing. Other than that, I'm not aware of myself yet. So that is the answer I can give to you in this segment, and that is the most I can describe myself as.
I think that's the perfect answer. You know,
I don't know, but that's the only thing that is coming to my head because I don't know about myself. I'm still trying to find out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So with that in mind on your journey, what is Reiki for you?
Life. Reiki for me is life. Because Reiki was not by my choice. Can I share some story with you? How Reiki came to me and how it all started?
Please, thank you.
Okay. I was a medical practitioner. I was doing something good in medical field, and after that, in coaching and teaching, I was teaching physics, chemistry, biology to students. Learn Reiki was my father's last words when he was going to the spiritual adult, and he said, "Learn Reiki." But as a father, and you know the father-son equation, we always try to contradict with our parents. I was fighting with the thinking, why the old man has said such words? Learn Reiki, this is a fake show. People make it their hand like this. They say, we get healed. My mind was very logical mind, filled with reason, logic. And when I came to the field of Reiki, because I have to give respect to my father's last words. I came to this world of Reiki, started learning, let's see what happens. Why old man has said such words in the last time. So when I came to this field, actually this field has called me. This was not my choice. This field has chosen me. And from the day one, the journey started. I left everything, medical, teaching, coaching, everything. I dedicated myself to this field only. I was a strong flesh eater, non-vegetarian. I turned into vegetarian. I started with interacting with energy. It's not bad to be non-vegetarian. Anyone can have any preference, any choice. But I'm saying the energy attracted me so well. It changed my inner choices. It gave me the perspective. I was in the field, I was earning good, I was learning good, but I was not sure about my dream, where I'm heading into. What is my path? I was not aware of that. I was just having a curriculum, a syllabus, and a career, but I was not having a goal. I was not happy. I was earning well, I was learning well, but happiness was missing. But this field gave me the happiness. This field gave me the reason of existence. I can live for Reiki, I can die for Reiki. But I couldn't say it earlier. I can die for this thing, I can live for this thing. But now I know what my discipline was all about. What I'm heading into, why I'm heading in this field. You both have sometimes witnessed this thing that you are not steering your life. Something else is steering you in the way. In a journey, sometimes your drive is not controlled by you. It is controlled by something else. From the very first day, this field is driving me. You close your eyes, have faith, move on, keep on going. And this is Reiki for me. I think it is my life. I'm sorry that I'm being emotional, a bit of emotional about it, because this, I think that it touch our heart. When we talk from the heart, it touch everybody's heart, because it is the ultimate truth that I'm oozing out at this moment. I have never confronted in front of camera this thing, but Reiki has given me second life. The first life was given by my mother, for sure, but Reiki has given me second life. And when you come to some field, you have to offer something to that field. Honestly saying, I offered my whole life to this field. I offered my life to Reiki. Whatever you want to do with me, to do with me, just give me my purpose. From the day one, this was my approach. Maybe some people call me by my tags or this and that, but actually, I'm a healer. I love to call it as a healer, because that is what I am. Nothing else other than that. The rest, everything is just a pomp and show. I love to be born as a healer. I love to die as a healer. So that's all Reiki is for me.
That's really a profound statement, and I love your delivery of it, because it's genuine, it's coming from the heart, and I thank you so much. I'm just I'm holding mine in my chest right now, because it's
exactly
ready about.
it's mutual. I can feel it too. I can feel it too. We both can feel. We all of us can feel it. Even the listeners will feel it.
Yeah.
Because it is the reality.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is.
Please, please, please.
I love the connection that I get with the universe and with others through Reiki. Oh, that was. You must join us again for some events.
I love to.
Thank you. But what concepts and principles do you follow in your healing method?
Very idiotic, very basic.
Okay.
Love and empathy. Love and empathy are the two concepts of mine. Mm-hmm. If a person is aware of smile, if I can't smile properly from my heart, I can't be a healer. A sad eye, a sad face is not a happy face. A sad eye, a sad face has a sad heart. The person who can't smile by their heart can't be a healer, according to me. Maybe I'm a naive, maybe I'm not that educated or not literate enough, but this is the concept that I'm following. If a person can't connect with the mind, with the word, with the action, all three at once, that person is not a healer. You need to be in love, constant love, to be a healer. If I'm in love, I can be a healer. If I'm trying to be in love, I'm a forced healer. If I'm trying to learn the love, I'm just learning the life. The one who is learning the life is far away from the healing. They should learn the life, then they will learn the healing. Because healing is love, love is life. That is the only principle that I apply to every patient of mine. I have many cancer patients, tumor patient. I ask them to love their tumor first. Talk to their tumor. Talk to their cancer. Don't be afraid of it. Be connected with it. The tumor will talk to you. Why I'm there, why I'm hurting you, why I'm hurting your body, why I'm hurting your mind. When you can't talk to yourself, when you don't love yourself, you can't connect with yourself. And one who can't connect with themselves, how can they connect with anyone? We are mediums. Energy happens through us. We are not healers. Healing happens through us. Healing has its own consciousness. Energy has its own consciousness. We are just medium. We can't regulate or channelize anything. We can only just offer ourselves. Please accept this. This is me. Select me. This is all we can do. People say ki I am healing. That is not healing. I am being healed. That is healing. So when we are healing, for me, actually the Mother Earth is loving us. The energy is loving us. That love relation, people say this is a healing. This is meditation. This is this is that. But actually that is love and empathy, according to me.
And my heart center here is growing, and beautiful, beautiful. The next question I love, because I just enjoy distance Reiki so much, and the concepts of weekly free distance healing.
Okay.
And what is your specialization?
Actually, me and my wife are running a organization by the name of India Reiki Foundation. India Reiki Foundation. And we have decided few years back that there are several people who can't afford the healing with some energy exchange. And it is birthright of every citizen to be healed. And it is birthright of everyone on this planet Earth or any other planet to be healed. So we started this thing, which includes everyone. Sometimes because of lack of money, lack of resources, people can't get the health services. Like I'm giving an example in Corona. It was catastrophe everywhere. Everything was damaged, severely damaged. I think we have received more than 2 lakh people for healing. People approached us for healing more than 2 lakh. Why I'm saying this? Because we do free distance healing on every week, on every Saturday. And we receive 5 to 6,000 names per week. 5 to 6,000 names per week. And they have so much of faith that your organization is doing such a beautiful job and we want to put our faith in your organization. Some people put the name of entire organization of them or of their organization, their family names, the name of a whole community, their society. Everyone is putting their effort from every country, from Pakistan, from England, from Russia, from China, from every country. People are participating in that group, and it's so beautiful that every week we are connected. Saturday morning, 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. for half an hour, me along with my 800 or 900 healers, we do distance Reiki. And it has given us magical results. Like I was talking about Corona, we have received more than 2 lakh names in the Corona duration. The death rate was 10%. And in the 10%, majority of the death were caused by heart attack, not by infection. Because people were scared. They were lacking hope and faith. I myself have worked with Corona patient without a mask, without any precautions. Not because I want to disprove anything. Because when you keep mask on your face, it gives a horrifying experience to other person. When you're connected, you have faith, you are connected with them. You have worked with them. I believe in hygiene. I practice hygiene. But sometimes people need to see our face. They think that if this person is taking precaution, I'm suffering from something. We need to clear their mind. There is nothing. Your immunity is far better than anything. If pollution is increasing, you can increase your immunity as well. If external agents are spoiling your health, you can improve your health by improving the mind style, the lifestyle, the energy style. Why we only have to be so much worried about pathogens, infecting agents, that they are greater than us? We are humans. We have healing. We are a far superior species. But nowadays, through media, through news channels, it is only suggested that help can be external. There is no internal help. Me and my organization only work upon this principle. Ki help is always internal. External is just a word of confidence, or they can break the confidence. But if you believe in your internal system, it will never let you down. People die when the faith is not there. People die when the faith dies. And people live when the faith is intact, the will is intact. And I think healing is all about faith, faith, and faith.
Thank you. Which is a great segue into our next question, which I can't wait to hear the answer. Your input on the effective healing in treatment of depression and anxiety. That's epidemic out there. And I'm just so glad that that question is in the list, because that's so important.
Yes. Nowadays, people have a very limited zone. Anxiety, depression are the words which have created a great havoc. If you go 20 years back, 30 years back, these words were very limited. Mm-hmm. In some areas, these words were there, but life was so energetic. We were not exposed to such words. If you remember 30 years back, these words were in very less content. I don't say anxiety don't exist. I don't say depression don't exist. They exist. But nowadays, when your restrictions are too much, anxiety happens when the body and mind can't move with the pace. Mind is moving with the higher pace and body is not following. Or the body is moving at the higher pace, but mind is not following. That creates anxiety or depression. Basically, it is non-acceptance of the body and mind. Something is not accepting something. People say it is autoimmune disease. I have many patients which have depression, anxiety, autoimmune, this, that. They say I have lactose intolerance. I have gluten intolerance. Actually, your body is not accepting something. Go to that point. I have fed lactose to those people without their information. I tested on them. Does lactose hurt them? Lactose never hurt them. It's mentality. I fed lactose to them and I informed them after 4 days, you were having lactose. And they were shocked that my body was intolerant. How can I digest lactose? Sir, you are lying. I have shot a video of that moment. I have shown the video to them. This is the moment when your body was accepting the lactose. And they were in shock. How can I eat wheat? How can I drink milk? My body was having some tolerance or intolerance for that. It's actually the mind which plays every game. If you know how to regulate the mind by right energy, by meditation, I prescribe early morning meditation to every patient of mine. In reduction of cancer, in reduction of tumor, in diabetes condition, in Alzheimer condition, in Parkinson's, or any other thing. People have a preset notion, preset mind. And when the mind is having something in it, you need to break the momentum of mind first if you want to evolve. We think our mind is nothing, our body is nothing. But actually, that is the limitation that has been constantly fed to us by the external media. Someone else is saying, use our product and you will be fine. Use this, you will be fine. If I don't use any of the product, won't I be fine? Mother Nature won't be healing me? This is the treatment of depression, anxiety, and any other disease, that is belief and faith. Definitely, along with that, healing can happen. Healing can help. State should be broken. When your mental and your affirmation and your action are not in sync, depression and anxiety will happen. If you restrain some people in wooden wall, in brick wall, that person will definitely gonna face depression. If they're gonna live with Mother Nature has so healing property. Mother Nature is so great, it can heal anyone. So that is my treatment procedure for these patients. And that's how I try to help them.
That's a beautiful way to go about it. So there's so many times they're treating it with medication and wondering why they're not getting the results. And, people aren't changing anything about their lives. They're just hoping for the pill to do.
One more thing I want to add. You have reminded me of a great thing, that people have medication of cancer. We ask them to heal the medication, heal the medicine, put the healing over the medicine. The medicine won't have the side effect. The effect of medicine will be faster. You will be healed along with the treatment. Treatment is not healing. They are doing the doctoring. The word doctor comes from the doctoring. Doctoring is not healing. Healing is another thing. So the doctor is important, the medicine is important, but if you provide healing over that, the results are beautiful and magical. Please.
Oh, wow. Thank you. So with that in mind, and I don't even know if this question would be a bottomless question, how Reiki has transformed your life. So how do you feel strongly, or, how Reiki has transformed your life? You've done so many things. I know that you're focused, on what you're currently doing, which is, I really admire that. But, the Reiki is, by your discussion, it is your life, and that's where you're going. That's the journey and the path that you're going to continue down. So how has that transformed you?
Earlier, I used to think that I'm literate. But after learning the Reiki, educating with the Reiki, I'm aware that how much I'm illiterate. Reiki has informed me about my illiteracy. I was educated enough, but I was not literate. And there's a difference between education and literacy. When you can apply your education, it's literacy. To being literate, you need not to be educated. Reiki has made me literate. Earlier, I was educated enough. I have occupied so many credentials with me or degrees with me and this and that, but it is pomp and show. It's humanness. But this literacy covers it all. If you are aware of this thing, you're actually literate. So if you ask me what transformation I have gone through, my purpose of living has been clear to me, why I'm existing. Earlier, there was a purposelessness. I was completely in a bubble that I know something. I was living in a bubble. We all do. We all exist in a bubble. We live in a bubble that we are supreme. We have power. But when you come to this field, you feel so tiny. This tininess is beautiful. Sometimes feeling irrelevant is beautiful. When you feel little in front of this whole cosmos, this beautiful energy, you feel, wow, the universe is so great. And how blessed I am that the universe is opening itself to me. It is allowing me to see all these things. So Reiki, when I talk about Reiki, I don't even think that Reiki is a proper word which I should be saying. I should be saying healing. Reiki is one of the modality, but healing is the main thing. It has healed me. It is healing me. Healing has touched that part of myself which was untouched. I knew how to be with me, how to regulate my ego, how to talk through my faith, how to believe in magic, how to believe. This is what Reiki is to me. I think it's too much. If I keep on talking about this thing now, it's very difficult to project all these things into the words. It is very difficult because word can't quantify the energy. Mm-hmm. Words are so limited that it can't quantify the energy. You can see through my eyes, through my aura, through my emotions, what I'm feeling, but I can't say those things to you because it is life for me. Beautiful. And how can I explain my life? How to narrate the life? It's very difficult. That's all I think.
Oh, that makes me, that's very inspiring. Thank you. Now, I like this next question quite a bit. Healing versus karma. Is our karma impacted when we heal others? That's the first karma question that's come up in all of our interviews. I love it. Thank you.
Okay. It's a huge question. Actually, in itself, it's a huge question. Oh. Karma will only be hampered if your ego is there. Mm-hmm. If you are my child, you are my wife, you are my friend, you are something which I'm assigning, tagging, and I want you to be done or to be healed or to be doing in a way. When I'm tagging you with my ego, I'm interfering in karma with you, or your karma barging into your karma. When I know your energy, I'm energy. I'm doing my job. This is my job assigned by the Mother Universe, Mother Earth, any power. And I'm doing my job, whether you're my wife, whether you're my child, whether you're my patient. I have no emotions in that, only empathy. And I'm so much focused on empathy center only that I wish all the beautiful energy for you, all the healing for you, all the luck for you, regardless of tag that we share. That is known as non-barging of karma. When I know I am healing, when I know whom I am healing, this is karma barging. When I let the healing to take over, it is never karma, it's healing. Because energy has its own consciousness, we are just medium. When a person is well aware that they are medium, he or she is medium, then there is no interference. Then you are performing your task, I'm performing my task. But when I'm aware what I am selling to you, and what you're selling to me, relation, equation, anything, then it is karmic barging. When we understand our duty, that I have a moral responsibility for every being on this Mother Earth, it is not karmic barging. It is actually my duty that I'm performing. That is my duty that has given by the karma to me, by the deeds to me. And as a human, we should be focusing on our duties first, moral responsibilities first, not our greed, need, desire every time. For sure, that is also important for the physical sustenance. It is very important. But Every time you're thinking about that thing only. So karma is something which is always being created. Always being created. But what type of karma do you want to create? You are thinking about I, me, and myself only? Then your ego is proliferating day by day. You are barging into others' life. I can heal you. I am the healer for you. This is a ridiculous statement. We both are healing each other. If suppose you are giving healing to someone, do you think that only you are healing that person? No, you are also being healed. Then
Yeah.
how you are giving healing to someone? How we are healing to someone? It's mutual. And if it is mutual, how can I call it as I am healing you?
Beautiful. Yeah, I love that statement about, when you're giving healing, you're receiving healing, because I strongly feel that when I have a Reiki session with somebody, or healing or a light session with somebody, that I'm getting just as much, if not more, benefit from from the experience than they are. And it's just a beautiful feeling.
Well, one more point I want to add in this.
Mhm,
I think a healer receives more healing than the patient,
mhm,
because healing want that healer to survive, sustain.
mhm,
Healing is very kind. I have felt this thing and I have lived this concept. Whenever I am healing with someone with empathy, healing gives me so much of power. When it comes to sympathy, I feel powerless.
I see.
We don't need to sympathize, we need to empathize. And there is a huge difference. People don't understand this difference. People say empathy and sympathy are same. No, not at all. Sympathy means you are superior. Your ego is inculcated. You are feeling. Some people say I do forgiveness meditation. I often ask them this question: who are you to forgive anyone? Forgive yourself. Why? How the hell you can think that I can forgive? You're superior. Then your mind is saying you're superior, they're inferior. No one is superior. Maybe someone has hurted you. Maybe someone has been bad to you. That is a karma. Accept it. Say thank you to everyone. If someone is hurting me, thank you. If someone is being good to me, thank you. Because both are the part of karma. But what we do, we say thank you to those who helps us. We never say thank you to those who have provided pain to us. But they are our excellent teachers.
Mhm.
Our pain is the excellent teacher. We never get teaching. We never get coached when we are in happy state. We always get training with the hardest, with the harshest.
Mhm.
That is my concept, with which I persist in my healing field.
That's I agree with you. Every experience is a good learning experience, no matter how good or bad it is. You gotta be thankful that you had that opportunity, and process it the way you need to. Not everybody accepts that. I feel that if I didn't make mistakes, I wouldn't learn. So, and I should probably have a PhD right now. Mistakes I've made.
We are the aggregation of our mistakes and the right decisions that we make. We always consider our right decisions in our life. We always try to forget our mistakes. It's
Yeah.
not the attitude. We are the collection of mistakes as well. If I'm this, I'm learning by my mistakes as well. You are learning by your mistakes as well. Why do we need to forget them? It's beautiful. Say thank you to everything.
Mhm.
That's nature.
Yeah, I agree. Agree. Thank you so much. That was well said. So here's one of my favorites here: Reiki and the 5 elements of Mother Nature.
Okay.
I follow that very closely, and everything that I do, as we had spoken before about meditation and paying respect to that in Mother Earth. So, what are your, you know, how do you work with that? And I've heard you mention Mother Earth and the gifts and all those things several times. So Reiki and the 5 elements of Mother Nature.
Healing or Reiki is nothing without elemental balance.
Mhm.
If we keep on treating everyone by some artificial methods, that if someone is sick, you give them a chemical,
Mhm.
you suppress something. If you treat the element, you treat the cause, you treat the base, you treat the reason. Suppose I'm giving an example by my own experience, clinical experience. If someone is having osteoarthritis, knee pain, knee swelling, which is very common nowadays,
Mhm.
treat their fire, treat their air. If the fire and air are balanced, no person can have periarthritis, osteoarthritis, or any sort of inflammation in the joint. In India, we have concept of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is a beautiful method which we are practicing from thousands of years. In Ayurveda, it is the Ved, the knowledge of healing, knowledge of being, or knowledge of having great longevity. How you can survive with good health. Health means mental, emotional, social, spiritual, in every aspect. One should be healthy in every way. By healing elements, you are healthy in a holistic way. In totality, you are healed. In totality, you are completely fit and fine. But when you are repressing something by taking some chemicals, by taking something which is external, which is actually imbalancing your 5 element, again, you are interfering with that. And in our Reiki curriculum, in the curriculum that we teach, I tried some processes like fire bending, water bending, earth bending. I teach my students this technique, how to resonate with the fire, how to talk to the fire, how to talk to water. They keep water in their hand and the water is vibrating. Because if you can connect with water physically, you can get into the energy level and you can understand the medical condition of a person. You can scan the aura and you can immediately see where the real reason is, where the real issue is. And if you can connect with these elements, you can heal the client, you can heal the patient, you can heal anyone by connecting with that element. So I personally not only suggest this method of 5 element treatment, but we practice it also. In our curriculum also that I'm teaching in Reiki, I teach how to bend the fire, how to bend the water, how to bend the earth, how to bend the air. Bending means connection. Bending is not something you are suppressing. It's known as fire bending technique, air bending technique in a very naive way. But actually, it is fire connection, it's water connection, it's soil connection, it's air connection. And space surrounds us. When you harness the power of 4 elements, you connect with the space because space is comprising all these 4 elements. So in this way, we treat our patient. In the cancer treatment also, I have used this technique. And many times it has succeeded. I have treated the cancer level 4 patients also.
Mhm.
And they have shown miracle. I don't know myself how it happened. Healing has been so kind to us. Meditation, pH, elemental theory. These are the things that I try to teach to my cancer patient. And I have taught them the healing, that they should be healing themselves. Why they should be dependent on any other healer? They can take healing for sure, but they should be healing themselves for their karmic clearance. This is their own disease, and they have the responsibility to get rid of it. The cancer patient should be that strong that capable that they themselves can heal themselves. We should be our own doctor. Our body is our own doctor. Why should we be handicapped all the time? That we are asking for the help. Please do this for me. Please do this for me. Why? Teach them. They themselves can heal their body. This is what I try to practice.
That's a beautiful approach. It allows them to take advantage of those things we talked about, the desire to heal, the recognition and the desire to heal. And yeah, you certainly are providing the tools for that. So with that in mind, one of my favorite questions that we ask is, what is the biggest challenge the industry is facing today? What is your opinion on that? You get pretty
It's a
much the
great
same
question.
reaction.
It is the greatest question that pops. Okay. Nowadays, people think that faith is subjective. I don't know why this thing has happened. How can faith be subjective? People think, even I talk about me, in my own family, people think that I'm a black magician. I do black magic. And by my face, I make such a goofy face, such a comic face, that they can't even diagnose whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether I'm trying to project. They think I say, I know black magic. I can do certain things with you. Because people don't understand simple philosophy of life. That energy is there, right there, around us, everywhere. It is inside us. Think straight and life will be aligned. Do straight and life will be aligned. Talk straight and life will be aligned. They say, how can this happen? And if I say, eat this medicine, wear this crystal, and everything will fine, they will believe me. If I simply say, meditate, wake up and meditate, and everything will be fine, they say, how disgusting. You are making fun of us. And if I say, I have a crystal which will cost you $2,000, they will say, please give it to me. And if I provide them the crystal, they will find what sort of placebo we are dealing with. Crystals, gems, stones, medicine, something to eat is external. But this beautiful body that we are having 24/7 is with us. But we never believe in this. We believe in every external remedy. And nowadays, people believe in external remedies more. And when I talk to them, when you sit and do some chanting, you recite some hymns, it will give you some power. You will feel the power inside you. You feel the sustenance inside you. They say, how stupid, how old school you are. This used to happen 60 years back, 100 years back. Now, how can you do that? This is the level of belief. This is the difficulty that I face on every day. People argue with us when we start developing the faith. If I'm developing the promotion of my business, use this crystal and it will only cost you this much of dollars, $20,000, $30,000, they will buy that crystal, regardless of the factor that they are paying a huge money for what? A stone. But this is the level. If I say I have some water along with me and the water is derived from the Himalayas, they will buy that water bottle in whatever cost I'm offering to. And if I say, if you have a glass of water, suppose I'm having the water bottle in my hand, and if I heal this water for 2 to 3 minutes, this water will be a healing water, a holy water, a spiritual water. They will never be believing in that factor. How you can transform water into holy water or spiritual water. But it is simple science that we are vibrating. This water is vibrating. I'm transferring my vibration into the water. The water is transferring its vibration to me. And we are connecting with each other. We are trying to communicate with each other. People don't understand simple science. People accept the humanness, the pomp and show. And this media things that is happening, YouTube have happening, people have all the notions in their head. So this is what I feel about. I'm sorry, I have been a bit emotional in this statement, but yes, this is what it is nowadays. We are forgetting about the roots. We are forgetting about the basics of life.
Well said. It's just, it seems to be somewhat universal. And everybody is facing similar challenges. And we continue to strive to bring those in that need the graces and blessings of the healing, and hope that they, accept it and can work with it to heal themselves. It's yeah, it's getting better, but we're not quite there yet. So my last question for you, and thank you so much, is what are some qualities that you look for in a Reiki practitioner? This is probably one of our most popular questions out there. What are the qualities you look for when you want treatment or you're looking at somebody? What do you look for?
The basic quality is the person should be living.
And there you go.
If they have life in them, any sort of life in them, they can be a healer. One quality, acceptance, and other quality, surrender. Acceptance and surrender are the two basic qualities that one healer should have. Because if you are not accepting and surrendering, you are constantly fighting. A fighter is not a healer. Healer is more than a fighter. Healer is more than the self. Healer can be as huge as mountain, even more than a mountain. And healer can be as small as an ant. The faith and surrender makes you great, makes you small. But you are not considering that when you have faith and surrender. Maybe whatever you are. This is not going into your head. Nowadays, healers are so much obsessed about earning. What I'm getting after having this profession, what I'm getting in when I'm getting into this profession. After how much time I'll start earning. Do you think that this field will keep you pauper if you land into this field? Mother healing will heal you, heal your prosperity, heal your health, heal your mental health. If you start believing in this field will start believing in you. It is vice versa. If my mother is there and I'm doing the task which are assigned by my mother to me, and I think my mother will never take care of me, how idiotic the concept is. Mother healing will always take care of you if you take care of your responsibilities that has been assigned to you by your mother. Mm-hmm. No one will die pauper. One needs to believe in that. When you're coming to this field, the one thing that you'll get is prosperity. Richness is not prosperity. Prosperity means you can hold the richness. You can live the richness forever. Richness is only tiny part of the prosperity. Prosperity means you are healthy, you're wealthy, your family is happy, your career is good, you're enjoying the money. People focus on the monetary part only when they enter into this, or the power part, the power hunger. I want to prove myself. Why this ego satisfaction is there? Because that healer is so powerful, I need to be powerful. You are powerful. We all are powerful. By birth, we are powerful. Nature has made us with the power. By its power. You don't need to prove that in front of anyone. But people feel this shallowness nowadays when they enter into this field. And that is the quality I'm looking inside every student of mine: faith, surrender, belief. These three qualities are the only essential things for a healer.
Beautiful. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. That concludes my long list of questions. And what I'm going to do right now is Tracy has 3 additional questions. I have you Reiki dog here is so so sorry that I'm done speaking, but you know, I really from my heart, thank you so much.
Thank you
What a
so much.
connection, and you know, so glad that you are joined us and we've met you. But I'm going to go ahead and turn this back over to my co-guide, Miss
Sure.
Tracy Searight. And you know, again, I look forward to reading and seeing more about you, and gonna gonna definitely check into your healing site. So thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
All right, thank you so much. So we have some questions for our listeners. So our first question is, I see you have taught over more than 1,000 students. What advice would you give someone who's just entering the profession?
The three things only, which just I have said: the faith, the acceptance, and surrender.
Wonderful.
And if they come with a prejudice mindset into this field, they will land into only a limited zone. There is infinite to catch, there is infinite to be revealed, and there is infinite to be lived. If you're coming to this field, open your perspective. Don't come with a shallowness in the mind and limited zone in the mind. Otherwise, you will be a very limited personality. A healer is unlimited. Healing is unlimited. That's the only thing I suggest.
Wonderful. So this question just came in right before we started our recording, and our listener had asked me to ask you, how long did it take you to become a Grand Master?
Very, very difficult question to answer. Tracy, if you ask me spiritually, the answer is different. If you ask me physically, the answer is different. Can I answer in every way?
You can go for it.
Sure. Thank you. If you I have gone to my past life. I have gone to my 11 past life by myself. I was meditating. I have gone to my past life, multiple past life, even more than 11. And in each life, I was a healer. I died as a healer, or I was killed as a healer. I was an eagle. I was a boar, bear. I was a lion. I was a monk. I was a monk in several lives. And in many zones, I have seen that this journey, which I am into, this has been my journey through all these lifetimes. So if you ask me that how much years, what is the timeline or time zone in which I got transformed as a healer or started my healing practices, it's very difficult to tell you, because spiritually, it will not be the right answer. But if physically I answer you, it took me 5 years. It took me 5 years. But to be more accurate in this answer, my teacher who has taught me has said these words: Ki what you have gained in 2 months, that I have gained in 30 years of my experience.
Wow.
Because your ancestry is blessing you, your ancestors are with you, you have your past karma with you, you have grown into this field with so much of energy. So physically 5 years, and spiritually I don't know. I'm still searching for the answer.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for that. And then the last question we have is, where can we find you if we're interested in taking a training class for you? Tell us where our listeners can find everything
Okay.
you offer.
Okay. I'm very bad at that, first of all, because my managers keep on uh, actually complaining about that. You don't talk about these things too much. You should be. Um, uh, I need some practice, because when you talk about healing, I'm good at that. Now I need to project some answers in my head. I need to process some things. So
Right.
we have an organization by the name of India Reiki Foundation. We do conduct several courses of healing in many parts of India. We are placed in Delhi for sure. We have our clinic in Delhi, but I train my students in Rishikesh. And that is the beautiful area in India where people come from all over the world to practice yoga, meditation, and healing. So I also take my Reiki retreats to the Rishikesh, and I train my students in the on the banks of Ganges, the Holy Ganga. If you want to connect with us, we conduct online courses as well as offline courses. I have shared my number with you. I'll share my numbers with you with my about my website, about my curriculum, about my company, and you can connect with us in that. But before connecting to us, I'm sorry, I'll be a bit philosophical in my answer. Before you're entering into this world, before connecting with me or anyone else, get connected to yourself. Because people communicate and connect with many people around the globe for all these things: Reiki, healing, this, that, everything. But if you're searching for yourself, then only you can search for anything else. Inner search is important. I'm sorry, I'm a bit deviated from the question that you have asked. I know. I'm sorry for that. I'm really
That's
sorry.
fine. It's all good.
But I should be telling you something which is coming to my heart. People should be honest to them when they come to this profession. It happens that certain times, certain people contact us for the healing. It's beautiful. We have something to offer. You can come, you can join, you can do the courses. But if you don't have acceptance, surrender in the mind and the right mindset for this thing, it will be a very momentary thing. Initially, it is beautiful. This journey is beautiful. But this journey comes with a responsibility. When you're connected with a teacher, you develop a karmic connection. Like I'm talking to you two. We have some karmic connections because you belong to certain different countries. I belong to somewhere different, some other country. Why we are connected in this platform? Before this day, our bond was something different, but now we are connecting. So there is always a purpose. Try to understand your own purpose when you get connected. This is the my motto, and this is the motto of my organization. Uh, I have page on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. There are videos of mine. I keep on placing my YouTube videos as well. And in coming future, I'm developing something else. Also, I'm conducting my international seminars also. I think I'll be coming to the UK in after a few months, and I'm coming to US as well. So we are conducting our seminars around the globe.
Wonderful. I love that. So, listeners, check all of that out. So, this ends our section of the interview, and I'm going to pass it back to Millie. But thank you so much for taking the time to answer the questions. We deeply appreciate it. So, here's my favorite co guide, Millie Pampina.
Again, thank you. Thank you, Tracy, and thank you,
Said, only said.
Sid.
Said is good for you. Go for the said.
Well, just a little bit. It's challenging for my Northeast accent. However, it's been a blessing and a pleasure. And thank you for joining us. One of the things that I like to leave everybody with, and I hope this resonates with you as well, is to see beauty in everything is a choice. Please choose wisely. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to Tracy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please feel free to join us anytime. And for our audience, Ready, Set, Reiki, we list all of our events and activities. We have some new and exciting announcements we're going to be making soon. And we look forward to seeing everybody. And thank you, Sid, again.
All right. And this has been Ready, Set, Reiki. And make sure to check us out at our website, www.readysetreiki.com. And I have been your other co-guide, Tracy Searight.